What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a follow-up on my PlayStation game collection. So this is a follow-up video to a video I did where I showed off my PlayStation 5 collection as of now, but since that video I've added these games to my collection. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys the new stuff I added, and maybe you guys are interested in some of these games. Alright, let's get started. So before I get into the games here, I want to dedicate this video to Real Desmond. This man bought Ys8 Lacrimosa of Donna based off of my recommendation from that video. That is the first time anybody has ever done that. So yeah, I was a little blown away when I saw that comment. So shout out to you. I would have been very disappointed if you would have taken a chance on the game and not liked it. So I do get a little nervous if people take my advice and stuff like this. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy who plays games. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're liking the game. And if you guys haven't dipped your toes in Lacrimosa of Donna yet, I recommend that you guys do that right now. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, so let's just start from the top here. I first went out and got this Gaia VI. This is another game from NIS, published, I think. This is a really good strategy RPG. This follows, so we get close here. There is 6 games in this series. I have not played all of them. I have played this Gaia 4, which is a really good one on Switch, and this Gaia 6 is another one that's really good. This is a really great strategy RPG if you're really into strategy RPGs. They're long, they have cool stories, the characters are a little charismatic, and what I like about NIS games, there's a pattern here, is that they always come with stuff. What's really cool is that you get your base game, which is right here. Awesome. And you also get the soundtrack of the game as well. You get a track list of the 6 major songs in the game, which is always cool. And you also get a manual. Let's take a look at that. So as you can see here, you get like a little QR code type thing if you want to get some of their, some of their merch, the stuff that's on their site. But you also get a really cool manual here. It's kind of like a comic almost, where you open it up and it kind of does it's kind of like a prologue where it kind of shows you what's going on that's leading up to the game. It's pretty cool, really good animation stuff here if you're into that stuff. I like this a lot. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for the PlayStation 2 has something similar to this. It came with a comic inside the manual that kind of talked a little bit about what the game was going to be about. So I think it's cool that they kind of did the same thing here. It's a cool little comic. I think it's nice that they were able to package this into the game. So it's always really cool when game companies do that effort and give you a little something extra in. So shout out to NIS once more. If you're somebody who's into physical collecting, I recommend you checking some of their games out. They're not expensive. This game was under $50. I got it for about $30, I think. It was on a sale, and it comes with stuff in it, which is really cool because nowadays you don't get much of that. So yeah, this Gaia 6 is a good one. Go for it. All right, this is one that I got online. This one's called SD Gundam Battle Lines. This is the Japanese version. The US game is only available digitally. This did not get a physical release here in the West, but it does have physical releases in Japan. Now the PlayStation 5 is unlocked in terms of region, so you can get Japanese games and play them there. And this game obviously has subtitles because this game is here in the West. There is English versions. This is a fun game if you're into Gundam. It also comes with a little something here. Not a lot, but you get a little piece of paper there. Take a look at that. This is a fun game. I've played this game a little bit. It's really good. It's kind of like the combat's really fun. The voice acting is really good, and the chibi style of the Gundam is pretty awesome. This is done in chibi style. You can kind of see it here in the cover, and basically the little bit that I have played, you get to customize your Gundam. You get to level up your guns, your missiles, your melee attacks, your range attacks. Each suit has certain abilities, and you basically do missions, and through those missions you get better, more experience. And so it's kind of like Monster Hunter, where you go out and do missions, you defeat the boss. The better you do it, the more stuff you get in return, and you customize your Gundam, and then you do it better in the next mission. But I've only played a little bit of it. I haven't really gone that deep. But if you're really into Gundam stuff, this is a really good game to get. But if you want a physical, it has to be through online. It has to be online. But yeah, this is a really good game. Happy to have this one in the collection. All right, we talked about Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. This is Ys 9, Nostrum Nox. This is a game, this one's still sealed. I have not opened this game yet. I don't know when I want to play this game. I'm very excited to play this, but I'm not gonna play it right now because there's another game I want to play first. I'll get to that later. But this is the follow-up to Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. If you're into the Ys games, obviously this is a must. This came out on the PlayStation 5. I bought this at a retro game store in New York City. I bought it about a week and a half before the game came out because they had it there early. So I got it sealed. I'm waiting to open it for a special occasion. The case is a little heavy. You know there's stuff in here. It is NIS, so there's definitely stuff in here. I am very excited to play this game. Ys 8 takes place in like a tropical island setting. This one takes place more in like a city setting, from what I know. But similar, awesome gameplay with great music. If you guys are into Ys, I'd recommend getting Ys 9 for the PS5. This is one, I think it's $49.99, so you're not paying $70 for this. This is great. Yeah. All right, let's get to one that this is the game that I'm going to be playing next. This is Lost Judgment. I've been hearing a lot of great things from this game. This is a game from Sega, but also made from Ryu Ga Gotoku. Those are the guys that do the Like a Dragon series and the Yakuza games. So you have these games are known for having small, condensed worlds. What do I mean by that? When you look at a game like Skyrim, you're looking at a game that's massive. It's a humongous open world game with a lot of places to go, caves to discover. What they do with, what the developers with these game series do is that instead of making a huge world like Skyrim, they'll make it like maybe 30% size, but what they do within that world is super condensed. You could go into almost any building, you can play games within the game, you could go to arcades and play arcade games, you can do, you can go to karaoke bars and sing karaoke, you can go to, you can do a lot of different activities. Characters are super detailed, have super in-depth characters. I've played Like a Dragon, and that's a really good example of that. If you're somebody who's burnt out on big open world games and wants something that's more detailed, I'd really recommend getting into this series. Lost Judgment is really fun. The reason I want to play this one next is because you use a skateboard. That's right. You use a skateboard to get around the world. Let's see if I can get closer here. The combat in this game is action-based. It's not turn-based like a Dragon. It is kind of action-based like the older Yakuza games. But this is a great game. You open it inside, you get your disc, and you also get it's like a sticker from the studio, which I will just keep inside. I think it's cool that they threw in a sticker. Just something here, man. Honestly, in this day and age, I am happy with whatever you throw in here. I really am. I hate it when you open a box and there's nothing in here, but I do, even if it's just a sticker, I'm a happy man. So yes, guys, Lost Judgment. This is a really cheap game. You could get this game for $15, $20 in GameStop. However, in my area, I struggled a lot to find this game. GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, none of them had this game in stock. I don't know if they stopped printing these games out because this game did come out, I think, a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. So maybe they just not printing games of this anymore. I had to get this one on eBay. I got this one for around $20 on eBay. But I'd recommend it. If you want a physical, you might have to go to eBay or maybe Amazon. I did see that Amazon had them as well, just a little bit more expensive. But yeah, Lost Judgment. Continuing Ryu Ga Gotoku Studio, Like a Dragon Ishin. This is another really good game. This one is just like Lost Judgment. It is done by the same developer studio, so we're getting a smaller, super detailed world with a lot to do, except this one takes place in the olden days, in the days of the samurai. And apparently, from what I hear, the story of this game is very historical. It's based off of real life characters and real life places. Obviously, it's not a like to like, but it just kind of takes some of the characters from history and kind of gives it its own spin. It's a fun game, and it's with samurai, so you're fighting with a sword instead of street combat like in Lost Judgment. It's also action-based, so it's not a turn-based game. And again, you have stuff to do. Karaoke, you can go to bars, you can play mini games, you could do so many things. Characters are well developed. This is a really good game. I had to own this on the PlayStation 5. I still have not opened it yet. This is another one of my sealed games, but I do plan on playing this one later on this year. This is just too many games. I don't have enough time. I have responsibilities. I just can't play PlayStation 5 8 hours a day. It's just not possible. So I have to slowly get there. But here we are. I really recommend getting this game. It is newer, so this one is just about everywhere. And I believe this one is $59.99. If you are willing to pay that right now, or you could wait on sale. These games do tend to go on sale really quickly. But yes, Like a Dragon, Ishin. Very excited to eventually play this game. This one's awesome. And last but not least, we are ending with another RGG game. This is Yakuza Like a Dragon. This one, I think it's one of the more popular ones, just because of when it came out, it was talked about a lot. It was very different. This is a turn-based game. I played this one a lot on my Xbox. I had an Xbox Series S for a while. I ended up selling it. But on the S, I had Like a Dragon. I bought that digitally, and I was playing this. This game is a lot of fun, guys. I put this in the Persona 5 category, and what do I mean by that? If you're somebody that's not big on turn-based gaming, I totally understand. I know that is not for everybody, but what this game does, what Persona 5 does, they make turn-based fun. And what do I mean by that? Meaning that the character animations for whenever they have to do an attack, for whenever they have to defend, for whenever they do a team combo is super dynamic, it's super creative, it's super funny. It makes it so engaging that it doesn't feel like you're playing a turn-based game. And I love when games do that. Because you could still keep the strategy of a turn-based game, but you make it feel like it's fast-paced, kind of like an action game. And I think this game does it very, very well. It tells a good story. This is a separate story from the Yakuza franchise. This is based off of this main character, Ichiban, that's his name. It's based off of Ichiban. It's his own story. So you don't have to play any of the other Yakuza games or anything of that to play that. That's something to say about all these games. These, from what I know, this is a sequel. But these are all one-off games, meaning that you don't have to actually play the other ones in order to understand this one. But yeah, this is a great game, and this game you can get really cheap, man. You can get this game for $15 at GameStop used. That's what I did. I got this at GameStop pre-owned for $15. This is a great game. It's a lot of fun. Sadly, nothing comes inside the box. It is just the Like a Dragon disc. Nothing crazy. But guys, if you're somebody that wants to take a chance on a turn-based game, I'd say go for this one. What's really cool about this game, I'm going to talk about it for a bit, is the setting. It is very adult-orientated, meaning that the main character is a guy in his, I think he's in his late 30s. So if you're somebody like me who's been gaming for a long time, you find the story more relatable because it deals with more adult kind of adult messages, people dealing with homelessness, people dealing with financial struggles and stuff like that. Persona 5 is fun, but it takes place in high school, and if you're not into that stuff, you're probably not gonna like that game. I'd recommend this one over that one. I prefer this game over the Persona games, honestly, because of that reason. So this game is really fun. If you're going to take a chance on a turn-based game, I highly recommend taking a chance on this game. It is affordable. Get it pre-owned, so it won't cost you a lot financially. GameStop has that 1 week return policy, so if you don't like it, you can return and get your money back, but at least take a chance on it if you're somebody that's never tried turn-based games before. This game's really fun, has a lot of character, it's funny, and it's also very serious at times as well. It tells a really good story. Highly recommend this game. Alright guys, so these are my latest PlayStation 5 additions to my collection. As you can see here, we are talking 2, 4, 6, 6 new games into my PlayStation 5 collection. I want to give one last closing statement on this video, and it's that all these games I got for really good prices. I got all these games on sale. Guys, I know that I'm not a big fan of paying $70 for a game. And I could honestly say this, and I'm bragging. I am saying this right now. I have yet to pay $70 for a PlayStation 5 game. That's right. All my games I've gotten on sale, I've gotten pre-owned, or I've gotten them through a trade. The PlayStation 5 has a diverse library that is affordable. That it's out there. I mean, I'm talking, this game was $15. You can get this game for around $30. This one, asterisk, because you have to get this online, whatever. Monsters Nox and Ishin are probably the newer ones. You would have to pay a little bit more, but Lost Judgment, it's a $15 or $20 game. These are awesome games that you could get at an affordable price. And so I highly recommend that. If you're somebody who's just getting a PlayStation 5 and you're wondering what games to get, there's a lot out there that is very affordable. So yeah, guys, either way, my PlayStation 5 collection is growing. I am having fun collecting in this generation. This is probably the last physical generation, so I'm going out with a bang. All right, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.